Hey friends, I'm here. I just need to make sure that I have everything that I need and that my lovely four-legged critters are not getting into something. 1 second. I had the door open for a few minutes and they were in here chilling, and then I guess they just decided to leave. So then I don't have to throw them out. Can't complain there, right? Yeah. So, okay, what are we doing today? Today I am doing something a little different. I remembered again that I have this unfinished project that I started back in October. I've done 2 live streams with this project. I think it was in November. And then I stopped, hey Jamie, because of things. And also I realized I was making the same darn squares over again and I was kind of mad. So I kind of put it aside. But this is for my mom. And she's coming to visit at the end of June. And I figured, she asked me to do this in October. So let's work on this today and hopefully get these squares done. So yay. Let me show you what I've done. If you're curious about the project, the pattern is an Etsy pattern that I purchased, and it is in the description box to give, proper credit. So the squares that I've made, it's a granny square project. So it's like a jacket. The pattern in Etsy is a very long coat, but my mom didn't want something that long, so I'm not going to make it that long. So I kind of use the pattern as a guideline, but I have 6 sets of squares to make, and these are the ones I've done thus far. It's all the same color yarns. There's also a darker green, and I'm going to use that to put the squares together. But these are what I've completed. And the funny / annoying part of this whole thing was that last live I did, I don't remember which one I was doing, but I think it was this one. I had started over and was doing it again because I thought I needed to, but oh well. So today we are taking, of course, these same colors, and let me put these away. I'm leaving this one out for my pattern guidance, but taking these same colors and putting them in a different order. My mom picked these out. The yarn is Yarn Bee Bamboo-tiful. It's a cotton bamboo blend from Hobby Lobby. When I was visiting, because there's not a lot of options that's not acrylic, and cotton is lame in the stores. And this is a DK weight, a 3 weight. And I didn't want acrylic. I wanted something that she could wear year round and it'd be more comfortable. So good news is I had already started all of the centers months ago. So all the centers are done, and that is in linen. I have to remember my order here. So then next, so I'm just going to jump in and we're going to chit chat. But yeah. So next we have white, and this is a mess. That's okay. Hello, everybody. I see we have 10 people watching. We're just going to hang out today. If you have something that you have not worked on that you would like to work on, just come hang out. We're going to chat, listen to music, and we're relaxing today. Absolutely relaxing today. It's kind of warm outside here. I think summer is finally entering because it's like 75 outside, and it's supposed to get warmer the rest of the week. I don't know about you guys. I'm in the Midwest, so we've had a very long, cooler spring. I'll just put it that way. Cooler spring. We've had some frost warnings recently, and yeah, Yeah, we're just going to chill today. It's relaxed. I have some water. I have my notebook over here with my notes. That's it. The pattern is in the description box if you guys want to see what's going on there. Easy peasy. So now I have not seen this pattern since I stopped using it. So bear with me, friends. Okay, so this looks like I have notes over here too, but sometimes my notes are kind of shorthand and it takes me a minute to remember what I wrote. So this just looks like I am just increasing in this next bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do each color, all of these in the next color, and then change colors and continue to build like that. Okay. In case you guys are wondering. Yeah. So like I said, this is not fully my pattern. I did purchase it off of Etsy. How's the music? Is it good? Is it loud? I mean, I don't want it to be too loud. I don't want it to be quiet. It always seems louder to me, I think, than it does for you guys. Thanks, Jamie. I know my mom picked them all out. You know, I think it was every color that Hobby Lobby had available in this yarn, except maybe one. I'm not sure. They didn't have a lot of options for color, but they all work together, which I love. Gayatri, did I say that right? Hello, welcome. Super glad you found us. We're just hanging out and chit-chatting today while I work on a project that I haven't touched in months. So, and if you have stuff that you haven't worked on, you'd like to just hang out and chit-chat with us and work on yours, you are more than welcome to do so. So I'm really just increasing all the way around in this round. Hey Beth, how are you, my friend? Missed you last week. I know you had stuff going on, and that's cool. Well, welcome. I don't know if you remember this project, Beth, but this was the granny square jacket that I started making for my mom back in October that I'm so sad, almost embarrassed to say that I forgot about. Got busy. So since she's coming to visit for a couple of days at the end of June, I said, you know what? I need to get this done. In the midst of doing all the other projects that I'm doing, like the giraffe blanket and yeah. You know, yes, I am. You know what? I was really mad when I realized I had made all of those squares all over again. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with those extra squares. Who knows? Who knows? But there is another green color And that's the color I'm going to use to put all of these squares together. So so this is just going to be me doing rounds of white, and then the next color is sage green. We'll see how far we get today. But I double checked and I haven't made these squares yet, so I won't be doing them again. Thank goodness. This yarn is so soft. Super soft. I think Oliver woke up. Oh, Beth, I'm so sorry to hear you're still feeling icky. Everybody seems to be feeling icky lately. Right? Maybe it's a good thing I don't go out much. That sounds terrible. Okay. So that's kind of gently stitched together. Next. So I have 9 of this square to do. And then my last square color, I have 16 to do. So we'll see how far we get today. So, Beth, besides the icky, how'd your move go? Hang on, I think I need to open my door. Oliver is being Oliver. MK, hey honey. Welcome. You coming in, sir? Okay. Behave, Oliver. MK, we're doing things a little different today. I'm so glad everything is settled for you, Beth. Moving is, you've done a lot of moving, kind of, in the past year. So, whew, yeah. MK, we're kind of doing things a little bit different. I'm just working on something that I haven't worked on since November, I think. Maybe October. Well, I started it in October. So, there's that. Thanks. So I will show you. So the pattern is someone else's, and it's in the description box, MK. Kind of modified a little bit for my mom. And what I'm doing is making a bunch of squares that are just different variations in order of the same colors. So these are 2 of them. I'm working on a different one. There's 6 total. So I have 4 completed, and I have 2 more to work on. But it's all of these colors just in a different order. Oliver, do you want back out? Hi, buddy. Do you want back out? I don't know what game's going on outside. So if you can't tell here, I will turn this so that you guys can see the yarn. No worries, Sammy. Hey, Welcome, my dear. Taking me in the car. That's okay. I don't mind. The fact that you're like watching at church is hilarious to me. Okay, hang on. Oliver wants back out. Apparently, I'm not going to complain. It's all fine. Okay, are we going out? Oliver. Oliver. Are you going out? Here you go. He's like looking around. He's like, I don't know yet. Are you going or staying? Oh, I guess he's staying. I'll leave the door cracked. Okay. This yarn is so soft too. It is just lovely to work with. Honest. Oh, cats are wired. I hear them running. So we got them a catio. Sarah Diaz, hello, welcome. So we got the cats a catio this week, and they have been absolutely loving it. But today, my husband put some actual like window screen material around it because our window is open, so they have access, all day to go in and out. That also means bugs have access in my house. So my husband put some screening over the very open mesh that was already in it. Oh goodness, it's about to be a party in here. I wish I could find some copyright-free music that I could play in the background, other than what I've been playing. I mean, I don't mind this, but sometimes I want something a little different, Oliver, what you doing, buddy? How's everybody's week been? Mine has not been super bad. I have just been working diligently, consistently on this blanket project that I have going on for my niece. Oh gosh, make 5 hour. Oh, MK. I feel that. Beth, I'm so sorry. It's been a long week. I feel like I'm being just drained a little bit. I don't know. The other day was really like weird for me. But hi, buddy. What you doing down there? Hi. What you making for dinner, Jamie? Sorry. Shoo. Everybody's name just popped through my head as I was trying to say yours. But yes, this lovely blanket gift is for my niece, who is due June 9th. And, of course, I have to be extra and try to make something amazing. Go figure. Oh, well. I'm about halfway done. I think I finished row 1. Gosh, when did I finish this morning? 114? out of 100, no, 223 rows, and that does not count the border that I have to put on it. It's taking me forever. Absolutely forever. Cabbage and sausage. Hey, I like sausage and cabbage, but I know you don't like sausage. So how are you going to... Okay. I agree, Beth. It will be. It will be. Then I have to like figure out and design my other niece because she's due in October. And I definitely, hang on, Oliver, the answer is no, sir. And I do not want to be, sorry guys, Oliver's finding plastic. I don't want to be like last minuting this. Hang on, Oliver. Sir, we're not doing that today. 1 second, Prince. Okay. I don't want to be trying to do it last minute and rush through it and be stressed, because also October is, you know, during the next school year, and my daughter's a senior next year. So there's going to be a lot going on, and I need my brain focused, right? Okay, I got messy. There we go. My wrist isn't so bad, MK. Thanks for asking. I actually, so a lot of my issue runs on this side. And as you see, I have copper on, but I've been wearing this one the other way since I got it because, you know, top and bottom. But then I thought, let me turn it around because there's more here. And this is where it's touching the area that I need the work. And guess what? It feels a lot better. So, yeah. Thank you for asking. Okay, I appreciate that. It's still weird. Like, I don't think it's ever going to be 100%, and darn it, you know, but we're just going to keep doing gently and carefully and stretches and all that fun stuff. So I take care of it. So it's kind of weird for me up here because that my daughter has such a late ending of school during the school year. I'm used to getting out of school before Memorial Day, you know, definitely before June. And they get out like mid-June. Of course, they don't start till after Labor Day in September, but still. So like everybody has already finished school where we moved from, and all of our friends, and you know, people graduated already down there. So it's crazy. Yes, MK, copper does help with pain. I know it sounds woo-woo and weird, but copper magnifies energies and helps healing energies, and also oh, I have to remember how to say this. Copper also helps with rebuilding collagen and connective tissues. Our bodies tend to be, especially here in the United States, where our diets are junk and we don't consume properly. So we are lacking that mineral, element, whatever you want to call copper. But it is a building block at the cellular level for our bodies. So yes, short answer, it does help with pain for those reasons, because it helps with regeneration and what have you. But I'm no physician or doctor, so don't take what I say as just do your own research. Disclaimer. So I think, guys, I unofficially timed myself earlier today because I was trying to kill just a little bit of time before coming down here and getting stuff together. Because I do a few rounds of getting stuff together, so I'm not rushing and feeling super stressed out last minute before I come on. So at 10:30. Oh no, I was waiting for my daughter to go to work. That's what it was. So I didn't want to come down here until after she left for work. So I said, let me do one row of this blanket that I have. It's mosaic crochet, and it's changing colors in the middle, in the middle of rows of the row, not alternating rows changing color. No, it's changing color. So I'm using 2 different colors in each row, right? Sometimes 3. And my extra self also decided to do it reversible. So that takes a little bit more, right? So I said, okay, it was about 9:50. I said, let's see how long this will take. Yeah, it took about 40 minutes to do one row of this blanket, guys. So when I say it is taking all of my time, I'm not exaggerating at all. So go ahead and math that out. There's officially 223 rows, not counting the border, times 40 minutes. How long is it? Who wants to math that for me? Get your calculators out. How many hours is that? Whenever I think I'm relatively faster or quicker, I don't even know the right way to describe it, because I don't think I'm super fast at crocheting. I don't think I'm really quick, but there are times where I feel like I'm working quicker than others. And then I have that moment of acknowledgement that it just took me 40 minutes to do a row. Yeah. No, I don't know why or how it takes 40 minutes. It just does. It's not like I'm trying to translate anything. It's not like I'm super paused. It's just, I don't know. So does anybody have any plans this week? I know it's technically Memorial Day weekend, so here in the US, a lot of people are probably out. So I'm pretty sure we won't get a lot of regulars in here today. That's okay. I get that, Beth. I agree with you there. Let's just relax. And that's kind of why I wanted to just do coming on here today, is just relax a little bit and not worry about the kaleidoscope blanket, which I was like, obviously we didn't finish putting it together. So I was like, should I even continue this right now? I think I'm just going to continue putting it together and then maybe come back next week. Y'all let me know. And come back next week and then we'll do the outside border. I don't know. Or should we just be done with it? Y'all tell me. What do you think? You're going to go to your mother's tomorrow, Jamie. Ooh. Is that a good or bad thing, Jamie? Yeah, I don't know. Jamie, you hope she annoys the shit out of him. All right. As long as it works in your favor, honey. And you know what I'm saying. As long as it works in your favor. Whew. I wish for the day that everyone deserves. How about that? How about that? Do with that what you will. Hey, there's 4. Did I lose one? One, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm supposed to have 9. Thought I counted 9 when we started. Oh my goodness. Went through a portal, I guess. I don't know. Guess I'll make another one. Jamie, no. I am just going to be chilling here at home. I don't know what's going to go on. My oldest is working. I don't remember if my son said, my middle said he's off or not. My husband's working. My daughter, let's see. What does she have going on? Let me check the calendar real quick. We had rain this morning, Beth. It was wonderful to wake up to the sound of rain. I know I'm weird, but I absolutely love rain. Okay, let's see. Now, my daughter has a flight tomorrow morning, and then she has work tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah. Who knows? And I don't have any friends here to invite me to anything, so. Heck yeah, Jamie, let's go. Let's do it. 100%, girlie. 100%. Jamie, are you asking me what I'm making? Like right now? Because I'm not making any food. That's what you're wondering. You should come hang and eat my food. I'm not making any food. I did make some deviled eggs the other day, though. And then ate like half of them. The rest are still in my fridge. I know you love deviled eggs. So, like, my kid was eating eggs, making eggs before he went to work last week. And I was like, oh, we're going through eggs. Let me get some more eggs. So I got some more eggs. And then my husband bought him breakfast sandwiches again because he didn't tell us he was out. So once he got breakfast sandwiches again, he stopped making eggs. I was like, well, crap. Now I've got like 3 dozen eggs in my fridge. So I said, let me make some hard-boiled eggs. And that's easier to eat than trying to fry an egg or any of that stuff, last minute. And that's better to eat than, say, some chips or the junk that's in my pantry. But I ended up like making all but 3 of them into deviled eggs. Yikes. Is that a healthy option? Not so much. But it's still protein, right? Still better than Cheetos. Still better than Cheetos. Need to get that protein. Okay. This playlist is insanely full of ads. I picked a new one for you guys today, and it is full of ads. The other one was not. Okay, have you guys seen like a long lost circle? Because I'm telling you, I swear I had 9 here. Whatever. Did I move the camera? I'm sorry, guys. Super sorry. I have it plugged in because it wasn't. Well, I had it plugged in down here while I was working upstairs on stuff, and well, I guess the charger wasn't plugged all the way in, so it didn't charge. So I had to start with it charged. First world problems. First world problems. Let's put these in front. Da-da-da. You can see my messy circles. It's charging right now, Jamie. That's why I keep knocking the camera, because the cable is hanging right in front of me. It's like right here. So whenever I move stuff, I hit it. I tell you what, that was like the best live stream conversation we had. And then, of course, duh, my phone died. That was devastating. Utterly, utterly devastating. So I have finished that book. And we're going to start on another book. Carrie is not feeling so grand, unfortunately. I haven't spoken to her since we were chatting earlier. So I'm hoping things are working out. I mean, I can message her in a second and see. You're fine, Jamie. You're fine. You're cracking me up. Da-da-da-da. I don't know what to talk about, friends. What should we talk about? I know the chat's like not so active because I'm not asking you every 5 minutes for a color choice. This time around. Goodness. It's kind of different, right? That's okay. So, MK, I know it might be difficult to find the resources, but if you have, I don't know, can you order through Amazon? Can you I might have to send you a message because my daughter kind of has some dyslexia too. And there are some cover sheet overlays that are different colors, and it depends on the person what colors would work. Now, do you have like moving letters, or your letters are hard to see, or I don't know how to explain that question. What are your symptoms of your dyslexia? Again, I am no doctor or physician here. I just have experience with other people's around me. Okay? Disclaimers. So my daughter does have some moving letter issues a little bit. And she did find that using the colored overlay sheets It helped calm everything. So, MK, send me a message if you want. You can either message me directly on the community page, like put a post out, or you can send me an email or message me on Instagram, whichever. All of those things are linked below, right? And we can chat. I may have some resources available to you if they are available to you. But yeah. Okay, so you're not having issues with things moving. You just are bored. Do you get distracted? Like does everything around you distract you from reading? So if you're distracted, that sounds like, okay, that's really loud. Could be an ADHD thing. I know all about that too. Like honestly, I struggle with reading books, physical books. It is the white background for me. I read so much easier and faster on the Kindle when I can use a darker background. So when I can use like dark mode, say, on your device, so the dark background, white letters, it's less stressful on my eyes and it's more comfortable. So I don't get tired as easy. My eyes don't get tired as easy. Yeah. For me to read a physical book, and actually until just recently, with reading these other books I've been doing on Kindle, I have always needed it to be utter silence and nobody around me to read because I get way too distracted. And yeah, I can read the words, but I don't remember what I just read. So then I have to read it like 5 different times. So I find I read better on a device with the dark background. Okay. Interactive and colorful. So like a graphic novel maybe, which to me a graphic novel really is just like a comic book. I don't know. You know what though? Just an idea. Yeah, still message me, MK. I just had an idea and I want to say it, so maybe you'll remember it because I'll probably forget. If it helps you with having the colorful images, now this won't make images for you. But if using a colorful overlay, it might spark your brain a little bit better. I don't know. Just an idea. Instead of, just the black and white of print. And it also might be more difficult with the type of font. Like my daughter she struggles with stark white books. Like they need to have kind of that antique color. So, all of our brains are different. So who knows? Yes, I hate weird fonts. And it's funny? I actually just recently, with reading these books that I've been reading, I am being picky about the font that I set it to also, believe it or not. And I actually put it on, it looks really weird when you start using it, but I put it on the dyslexia font. So weird when you first see it. But now I don't see it, and it works so much easier for me to read. It's crazy. And some fonts are harder to actually read with. So, Beth, I do too, 100%. And I like to be able to flip back and forth to immediately know what page I saw that on, kind of thing. But it is so much harder for me to read a physical book. And with this last book that I just read on my Kindle, The Horns of the Goddess book, I actually bought physical copies so I could annotate in it and read and take notes, because the information in it is so cool. And I want to be able to just flip to that spot and not have to pull up the book in my Kindle and then look and see where I might have saved it or bookmarked it, that kind of thing. And I can also annotate in color, which helps spark, whereas my Kindle is just, grayscale. So something highlighted is just grayscale highlighted. It's like, well, it's not very highlighted, you know. Yes, Jamie, dyslexia is something, and there's different ranges of it too. Yeah. I mean, I think there's like a bubble of dyslexia, but within it are different categories, kind of like ADHD or autism. Our brains just work so much differently. And I learned a lot when I was working in the middle school, because the dyslexia teacher was right down the hall from me. It's kind of cool. Nice to have the resources right there to ask questions, whether they pertain to you or not. It's like, hey, I'm curious about this. And she'd be like, yeah, let me teach you. That's so funny. I'm gay. You want to eat the scent. You know what's really interesting, guys, about this last book I was talking about? There is a section in it that talked about Stonehenge and potential. So that book was about reincarnation, right? And past lives and whatever. One of in that genre, right? So this was going back, talking to Judith. Hello, welcome. It was going back, talking about during the time of like the Druids and what have you. And so questions were asked about Stonehenge and all of that. And I was very interested in that spot. So I purchased the physical paperback, right? So that I could take notes and annotate in there. And the funny thing is, that section was there were two pages, I guess like 8 pages total, where the tops of the pages were not cut. So they were still connected. And how interesting that very important part of that book that I wanted to reference was the part that was in those pages that were not separated. I mean, how cool is that? How are you today, Judith? So glad you found us. We're just hanging out, relaxing today. I'm working on a project that I started back in October for my mom, and I haven't touched since probably November because I realized that I had already made the squares that I was trying to make at that moment in time. And okay, I have to make one more. I know I've said this like 3 times, but I'm still looking, hoping that there's a circle somewhere that I missed, because I swear I counted 9 earlier. I guess not. Okay, let me get the yarn and make this last one. Okay. You know what? I did that too big. So I'm not doing a magic ring, in case you guys are wondering, because I don't want this to fall apart. So I'm doing the chain 4 and slip stitch method. Oh my goodness, I just did all. Okay, I'm struggling today, guys. How many times are we gonna redo this? A million. Jamie, how? Okay, I don't understand that. How hard is it to cut cabbage? I'm sorry, Jamie. I do not follow. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Beth. I also, do tend to always go back and like stitch it on top of itself over and over again because I'm very anal about it. But this is a very slippery yarn, and I don't want to risk it. Goodness. Yeah, I bet you guys. I had 9 of these circles here. Bet you it's in. I'll find it when we're done. I know we're done. Craziness. So next Sunday is the second full moon of the month. What do you guys think about that? So I think this week, gonna work on a granny square. And we can do that next week. What do you guys think? Is that a good idea? I mean, we did, didn't we? We did the full moon at the beginning of this month, right? We shall see what happens as far as it's a blue moon in Sagittarius. So we shall see what happens as far as creativity goes. You know what? This yarn would have been absolutely fantastic for that blanket that I'm making right now, except the color options would not have worked. Oliver's back. Okay, 1 second. Let me let him in, see if he's going to behave. Hello, sir. Oliver, nothing's changed since you were in here last, buddy. Nothing's changed. Ooh. Yeah, I'm with you, Jamie. Every time I moved, it's across country too. So yeah. Let's see. What are y'all saying? Oliver's in his spot in the chair, guys. So, yep, this is my spot. Man, everybody, all of y'all have like been sick in one aspect or another, sadly. I'm not excited about that. Okay. 3, 6, 9. Huzzah. Why did I unravel that? Next up, we have Sage. This is a really easy pattern, guys. I don't know if you guys have done a granny square pattern like this, but super easy. Do, 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 do. Okay, Jamie, I'm surprised you didn't say it was pea soup. I mean, that's usually your go-to. Nope, nope, nope. I did this wrong. So I just realized that, oh, wait, hang on a second. No, it's all there. Here, this is the other color. This is the color that's going to put everything together. It's basil. I think it's cool. My mother's favorite color is green. So, of course, we had to have much greens. And then we threw in the other colors to kind of, you know, make it wearable throughout the year so it didn't seem like a fall. I mean, just for fall or just for summer, winter, you know. Okay, hang on, guys. I am trying to remember how I was doing this. So, actually, because my notes, like I said earlier, are junk. Okay. Let me edit my notes. Who's messaging me? I forgot I do have a chain in between here. My notes are junk, Jamie, because when I make notes, I just kind of like scribble, and because I'll understand what I'm saying later, right? Only if it's in with the same month I'll understand what I wrote. So I wrote on there to do 2 double crochets in between, right? And then skip one. What it was supposed to say is chain 1 in between, not skip 1. So that's why I said it's junk. Because that means 2 very different things. Yeah. Here, you want to see my notes? I'll show you guys my notes. So here is how many squares I need and what square is what order, right? And those are the directions on how to make the square. I don't know if you guys can read that, whether it's close enough or not. That might help. But huh? At some point it made sense. Yeah. Whatever. And I'm over here actually secretly hoping that my tension is the same as it was for all the others that I've been doing, because I don't want these squares to be bigger. It's kind of a problem I have. So I don't like to come back to projects that if I haven't finished them in a long time, because I can't remember what my gauge was or how loose my tension was, because I am very inconsistent with my tension. That's just me. Hello, Kirsten. Welcome. How are you today? We're just hanging out, chit-chatting while I work on an old project that I haven't touched since November. If you're curious what I'm making, I have the pattern that I purchased off of Etsy in the description box. Now, I did kind of go my own way with it a little bit because I'm using different yarn. So I had to make some adjustments there. I think that pattern actually calls for a fingering weight yarn. And this is a DK weight yarn. So yeah, I had to do quite a bit of math and figuring out how I needed to adjust it. So Kirsten, all we're doing is hanging out and chit-chatting about what's going on, and I'm just working on this. So if you are interested in doing that, you are welcome. Of course, you're welcome anyway, but if you have projects that you would like to work on, if you do have some crafty things going on, you're welcome to just chill with us, listen to music, and work on those too. I keep yeah, that's a little bit bigger. Yikes. That's what I was worried about. I guess it's a good thing that I didn't finish all those squares that I had started and had done the other ones already of, because now I have stages where I can compare. I guess there's a reason for everything, right? But then again, Jamie, if I had just finished it back then, this wouldn't be a situation now, would it? So, yep, I need tighter tension. That's a good question there, MK. So, fun fact, MK, I guess I kind of had help in that regard. But when I was a teenager, I moved to a different country. My mom was in the Navy, so we moved over to Japan, and it was actually kind of cool. Now, there's a difference doing it when you're young and not in charge of all of the logistics and what have you. So I don't know how I would feel about doing it now as an adult, but yeah, there would be a level of like nervousness for sure. But like also doing it the way we did because we still lived on a military base, so we weren't, completely out um, in country. So there was a little difference there, I guess. But yeah. Okay. Hello again, Kirsten. How are you? I hope your Sunday is going well. You know what? I might change this music a little bit because there's like way too many ads. There we go. What do you say? Okay. April, you were on a trip for 2 weeks and came back home and lost the sense of belonging. Oh, for 3 weeks. Yeah, there's that adjustment. Yes, it does. Your brain will, right. You like, because you got accustomed to somewhere else and then you come home and like, wait, now I have to readjust to here. This is so weird. Yeah, I know all about it. It's like there was kind of like an excitement to change pace by going somewhere else, and then you come home and it's like, oh yeah, this is the everyday place. Absolutely. No worries, Beth. Thanks, honey. We will chit chat and have yourself a good week, my dear friend. Jamie, the place that we moved from, we were there for 9 years. And yeah, that was the longest I'd ever been somewhere. And it was so weird to leave. Like, it was, once you put your brain in it, it was like, wait, I've been here this long and now we're leaving? Hold on. And I think that it was like a mind game in a sense because COVID was like in the middle of it all. And, COVID like totally changed everything. So, at least for me, that's how I look at things. Was it pre-COVID? Was it after COVID? Like, there's a box. Oh, that was before COVID, or oh, that was after COVID. So we were there 9 years, but we were there 5 years before COVID. And then 4 years after COVID. But those were two different timelines and lifetimes. So they never felt like they were added together to make 9 years. Honest truth. The whole time it felt like 5 years. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's how it was. I mean, it explained how our house was insane because we were there so long and really kind of outgrew it a while ago, but still. And, my kids kind of like really grew. So we got there and my oldest was starting 6th grade when we got there. My youngest was starting 1st grade when we got there, and we left and he was obviously already graduated for a while. My middle had just graduated and my youngest was going to be a sophomore. So yeah, she spent most of her life there. And that was like a mind game to me. I'm like, whoa, no way. But yeah, that was the reality. Do, 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 do. And there's 3. Yay. So this is one of those projects where I have to like, um, as far as the move for her, it was like, yes, there were some hard parts about it because her best, just ride or die best friend is there. But they weren't in school together anymore because they were in different schools by our choosing. Like we refused to let her stay in that school district um, because it was so bad. But yet it was also good, and she was excited because she was ready to get out of there. She was ready to get away from the people that have been bullying her since first grade, all that kind of stuff. So there was excitement to leave. But yes, there was the transition in the first year after moving where she wanted to go back, and she was just, of course, missing everything she knew. So MK 100%. Yeah, I get that. So I kind of had that problem moving here because it was like, wait, how do I make friends? Sounds terrible. As a grown adult, how do I make friends? I don't have a job. I don't work outside the house. And the reality is, I've only made friends through my kids' activities. Okay, so we had really great friends where we were, and we met them through Cub Scouts when my boys were in Cub Scouts. And they were actually the first friends that we'd ever made in all of our travels that just seemed like the right friends, So here it's like, how am I making friends? What do I do? I don't know. Made friends on the internet with all of you guys. Hey, Sammy. It's also, so I am a military brat, so I know what it's like to move into a new place and be the new person who, like, especially, let me backtrack for a second. So I had moved 2 times in my youth as a military kid, and it never felt clicky where I went so much, as in, because maybe it's also because I was younger. I don't know. Um, and also, like, everybody there was a military kid too, so there was a lot of, nobody had established friendships their whole lives thus far. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the first time I ever experienced feeling like the outsider was when I moved, my last move, and that was when I moved the first time to Texas. And you're coming in, and these people have been in school with each other their whole lives, and that's just like, how do you fit into that? It's hard. So I 100% know what my daughter's been going through the past year, but thankfully she has found at least one, maybe two, three people that have really been on the up and up and let her in, and she feels safe and home with them. Letty, hello. I hope I said that right. Welcome. Yep, I just ranted about moving and what it's like to be the new person. So yeah, but as a kid, you're forced into relationships because you're in school with other kids. But as an adult doing this, I don't know. It's harder, I think. It's harder to be the new person when you're an adult. I don't know. Anybody else feel like that? Because we all have different lives, and we have our own lives that are taking care of families or taking care of our own business. Whereas as a kid in school, your life is the same as everyone else's. You're in school together. That's your connection, I guess. Okay, you guys want to like see something funny? Every time I do this, like pull the yarn and not let go of this, I think about this person who posted in a Facebook group, gosh, probably 3 years ago. But it was one of those weird, like, question things of what's something that irritates you about crocheters or something like that, right? And her thing was when we don't let go and pull the yarn, where we just like pull it like this. It's like we're, reeling in a fish. And I laughed so hard. Like, Curly, you have no idea. Are you new to this? Because when you've got your tension set and you're working, you don't want to let go to pull that yarn out. That's why we look like we're fishing, okay? And pulling in a fish. Just so funny. It was hilarious. Maybe you had to be there. I don't know. If you're watching and you were one of the people that said that, I hope we can laugh about that today. And I'm curious if you've changed your mind on that stance. It's been a few years. It's funny because like I've been doing that as long as I've crocheted, because why do I want to let go? It's more time consuming. So next time you see somebody crocheting and they go fishing like that, we can all have a giggle. Okay, 1 second, guys. Da, 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 da. And my husband just texted. Hold on. Guys, it has taken me an hour and 45 minutes-ish to make these. I see, this is what I'm talking about when I think that I can crochet rather quickly, but then I actually look at the timing it is taking for me to do something. It's just like, oh my gosh. I'm so slow. Like, how am I so slow? Okay, so as you guys can see, I'm not fully weaving these guys in yet. I will do that when I do the last weave-ins and finish everything off. Okay, I need to make piles of 3 so I can keep my brain straight. So, Jamie, what are you going to eat with your cabbage since you don't like sausage? Ooh, deviled eggs for the win, Jamie. Deviled eggs for the win. What? Thank you, MK. I appreciate that. But sometimes my brain is like, we've been doing this for too long. Next. That's my ADHD. So, Jamie, what is in Mexican deviled eggs that makes them Mexican? I guess also, MK, is that I look up and I'm like, oh, I'm only 3 colors in. I have 2 more to do after this. So then sorry, I hit the camera. So then I feel like taking forever. That's all. Shh, brain, stop thinking about it. So what should we chat about, MK? I feel like I'm not chatting though. I feel like I'm just here quiet while you guys are chatting. So boring for the people coming in and be like, what's going on here? She's not saying anything. Girlie, I'm with you on the cabbage. I love cabbage. So good. I like cauliflower too. And so that's kind of been on and off if I remember, like a filling snack that's, low calorie. I just will steam up a whole head of cauliflower. No lie, I could eat a whole head of cauliflower steamed in one sitting. But so I just like salt it and then I put it in the fridge and then I'll heat it up as I feel like I want something to eat. And it's fiber and it's filling and it's low calorie. Because I go on a binge sometimes where I just want to eat. Doesn't matter. I just want to eat. And that's not okay. Mexican deviled eggs. Eggs, cheddar cheese, mayo, salsa, green onion, sour cream. I would not eat that. I was wondering if they were going to put like some chili powder or something in it. But see, I don't love those flavor profiles. I don't. Like, I don't love tacos. I don't care what anybody says. I don't love tacos. I could do without tacos in my life. Oh, who's walking around upstairs? Is that my kid? Is she home? Yeah, I hope so. Like, I see the potential there with the deviled eggs, but I like the basic white girl. Midwestern deviled eggs. I'm sorry. And I don't even use paprika. Okay. Because to me, it's just extra color on top. And why? I don't use paprika in anything. So I don't need to have, sorry for my rant, I don't need to have a bottle of paprika in my pantry that I am like never going to use. And then it's going to go bad because, you know, they do have shelf life. Right? Are you saying what to me not using paprika? Yeah, I don't use it. Don't use it. I don't even taste it. So why would I use it? Does it actually have flavor? And don't say to me that you use smoked paprika because that's nasty. I don't like smoke flavor. I don't. I know, I'm weird. I don't like being outside around a campfire because I don't like smelling like smoke. I don't. I don't like smoked foods. My husband is now like, we gotta smoke everything. I'm like, yeah, you obviously. Thanks, Jamie. Like, yeah, husband, you obviously are over 40 because when men hit 40, it's like they gotta smoke everything. No. So he like wants to. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I can do without tacos, guys. It's a flavor profile for me. It's a heavy flavor, and I don't like heavy flavors. No. I don't like dill pickles either. Sammy. Like, I don't know, man. It's like, okay, I can eat bacon. Like, that's okay as far as smoked foods go, right? But like, I don't need to have everything smoked. You know what? I can make better ribs and a better brisket. Guess what? In my oven. I can make much better pulled pork in my oven. For me, it's about texture and depth of natural flavorings in food. And I don't want that by smoke. Blech. Could be why I don't like pepper either. Jamie Farrell. It is. And frying a turkey. That one too. Frying turkeys. Oh my gosh. But that one wasn't in the 40s. That one was in his 30s. I'm like, I don't want a fried turkey for Thanksgiving. Okay? I don't. I do not. So, MK, what is in that dish? What is that dish? I don't think I've heard of that one. Educate me about your culture, my dear. See, a lot of people could say, like, my food is bland. But the way I cook my food, I like to bring out the flavor of the food that I'm cooking, if that makes sense, opposed to smothering it and making it taste something entirely different. And when you cook food, I don't know how to say that. Never mind. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. No to frying the freaking turkey. I swear to God. Can I just bake my turkey in peace or grill it? I'll grill a turkey. That's the best turkey I've had. And that was, my dad taught me that one. Grill a turkey. That was the juiciest, best turkey I've had, is grilled turkey. 100%. Like, you know, fried turkey is not bad, but it tastes like fried chicken. I don't want fried chicken on Thanksgiving. Like, you want fried turkey any other time of the year? Fine. But I don't want my Thanksgiving turkey to taste like fried chicken. I must be crazy. I must be crazy. Hey, dude. How goes it? Okay, pick another adjective. This is the same one.
T-red.
T-red. Okay. So my first objection to frying the bird was because I like the stuffing, but now I can't eat the stuffing, so it's kind of a moot point. But my objection still stands. It tastes like fried chicken. And if I wanted fried chicken on Thanksgiving, I would fry chicken. What up, sir? Is that you walking around upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wasn't sure if Sophie came home yet or not. If she did, she would have been early. That's why I was like, Hey, nosy pants, what are you doing? Someone's scrolling through my text messages. So, MK, what is that actually? Can you explain that? I'm interested. All of these squares for Grammy's jacket I started making her back in October, but stopped working on because I realized I made another set of the same color ones and I was mad. So I stopped. I said I quit. I was so mad. They're right there. It's like, I'm done. Taking a break from this thing. So now I just have to do the rest of these, which is this grouping, and then I have 16 of those to do. So I figured, you know what, let's get back to this before she comes and visits, and maybe I can have it ready for her. The end of June. She's only gonna be here for like 2 days, but still, you know. It would be nice if I actually finished projects that people ask me to make them. That's all. He was nutty earlier. I kicked him out. And then he went and played with everybody, and now he's back to relax, I guess. Oh, are they all sleeping now? That's funny. Thanks, Sammy. Yeah, I think she deserves to, like, for me to finish this, because she did pay for all the yarn. I do actually also have two hanks of yarn, excuse me, that she bought when she went on a vacation last year. I said, hey, why don't you get some yarn and I'll make you something to like commemorate your trip. I haven't figured out what to make. I feel kind of bad. I only have two hanks of it, so I can't like make a sweater, but she lives in Texas, so she's not going to wear a sweater anyway. Scarf, she's not going to wear that, you know. Like, I don't know what to make. And everything, I don't think there's even enough yardage to, I have no idea. I do love rice. I will say, okay, I do love rice. Oliver, dude, you were just chilling. Hey, stop. Oliver. Buddy. One of these days, once I get stuff done, I'm going to have another camera in here so I can turn that camera on and you can see the shenanigans that the cats are doing in my room. Because right now, Oliver is trying to eat a box. Great. Great. Actually, Jamie, yes and no. She's going on a trip to Europe, and her connecting flight home is local to me. So she was like, hey, would it be okay if I change my flight and stay a couple days? It's like, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I haven't seen her since October. Okay, I'm going to look it up. I will definitely be adjusting because I don't like spicy. Like the only person in my family who doesn't like spicy. I think I could just have a more sensitive palate. Honest. Because for me, spicy food, my dad would always be like, but the flavor's so good. I'm like, what flavor are you talking about? There's no flavor in spicy food for me. All it is my mouth on fire. And that's not in any way something that I like the sensation of. So, absolute torture. I'm like, y'all are a bunch of sadists. I'm telling you. I don't know. Exactly, MK. Like, I don't care. You can call me a white girl. I don't care. Like, I there's no flavor. It's absolute torture and misery. So yeah, no. Okay, you know what? Before I forget, I need to write that down though, so I don't. Okay. So yeah, I have this horrible story. Thanks, Jamie. Surprise though, she was from the Midwest. They just moved to Texas. Gosh, how long ago was that? 31 years ago? Dang. I feel old now. So I've already had friends ask if my daughter and I were going to be visiting again this summer. I'm like, no, you're not. So sorry. Curly's got her private pilot's license to get done. And she's also a drum major next year. So she has drum major camp. There's a lot going on. I'm like, y'all can come visit us. Hey, Faye. How are you, my dear? Beth had to bounce probably about 10 minutes ago, but she was here. I think that's it, Faye. I think that's. But hey, if I'm wrong, y'all chime in. We have a small group today. That's okay. We're just talking about whatever. Actually, we were just talking about food. Right, guys? MK was telling us about her rice dish that they have very often over there. And then we were talking about how many of us do not like spicy food. Faye, I am working again on this project for my mom that I started in October. Her granny square like cardigan jacket thing that I forgot about. So I'm working on the group of 9 squares that is in this color grouping match. I can't even speak. It's fine. Knitted cookies, especially this one. So funny. So look, I'm not like a chocolate chip cookie love. That's like not my favorite. But every now and then, I'm like, ooh, chocolate chip cookies. Yeah. You know? I don't know, it's weird. All right, let's see if I can read my chicken scratch here and figure out what my notes say. Or maybe I'll just look at this one. Okay, that's easy. Forbidden cookies. That's funny, okay? Oh, gosh. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 across. Got it. So, Faye, yeah, my mom's coming to visit at the end of June. So I said, you know what? Let's just pull this back out and start working on it. Since I don't have a big project to do here with you guys. And it would probably be good to like have this done for her. Because, she bought all the yarn back in October and I started it back in October and then got mad because I made a whole nother set of squares that I had already done and I didn't need to make anymore. And I said, forget it, I'm done with it. And then worked on other things. So I figured, let's just pull this one out. We can make this live. And it's a nice little break from the blanket that I'm working on that is literally taking all of my time. I kind of timed myself. I was telling them earlier, right? I kind of timed myself today, waiting for kiddo to go to work this morning. And it took me about 40 minutes to do one row on this blanket. So yeah, it is literally taking my time. I am on row, I think 114, 115 of 223. And then I have to do the border. So yeah. Now in reality though, the last I don't know, 20 rows or so will probably go by faster because I'm not changing colors in the middle. But still. And I'm secretly afraid that I did not order enough yarn. And that kind of scares me because yarn has dye lots, and if you don't purchase enough, your colors could be slightly different if you order more. So it's kind of scary. MK, thank you so much for hanging out, my dear. It's always lovely to chat with you. Have a great week. Sammy says, the mosaic she was working on, she's on like 15 of 300 last time I tried working on it. It took me 6 hours to work on 2 rows. Ooh. Dang, Sammy. Okay, I don't feel so bad. I wonder if I should play yarn chicken with this ball. What do you guys think? Thanks, Faye. Dun, 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 dun. So 1 second, and I will show you the other squares that I have completed. So they're all the same colors. It's just a different order of colors. So 1 second, and I will show you. Let me get this done real quick. Basically. So here's one. So I have 4 completed. 2. 3. As you see, this is the one that I started over with, thinking that I didn't have it done. And there's 4. So these are the colors. And then this one is going to have this color on the outside. Wow, those are kind of close. I didn't realize it. Oh well, whatever. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Like, did I do these right? I did. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch this. I'm going to switch it. I'm going to put, rather than this be the same on these two, I think I'm going to make this the brown color and then the plum color on the outside. What do you think? Although I realize I don't have any with white on the outside. But I have white already in the middle. Darn it. Oh well. I'm not starting over, guys. Not starting over. See, it goes to show you, I was getting so mad at this process that I just was like, no. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to that. I was trying not to make them the same, but I guess I don't know. I don't know how I didn't end up. Wait a second. Oh no, I do have one that's. I have one more grouping of squares that I can, that has a white. So this will be fine. Oh wait, let me see what you guys are saying. Sorry. Mermaid blankets. Blanket is a 2 anniversary. Oh, so that's making it kind of like a bulky weight then, right, Sammy? Pastel, rainbow, variegated yarn, cotton. Oh gosh. What's up, sir? What is that? Noise. Noise. Wonder if they're from Lake Geneva.
No idea. I didn't go back out. I never would have seen it.
What'd you go do?
Well, I forgot it was Sunday.
And?
I was trying to get some chicken nuggets.
Oh, chicken eggs. Sorry.
And someone was following me before I went back out. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I just realized by putting all of my squares together that I was literally going to be doing this on the outside again. Like these 3 in the same order. I was like, no. So I'm switching it. I have to take that apart.
Funny.
I know. I know. Is she home now? Or is that cat's upstairs?
I think it's her.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, friends on here. I just remembered. Does anybody here have patio furniture? You know, like a couch or whatever on their back porch? We are looking for something, and I don't know what would be comfortable. That makes sense. So I'm curious if anybody has input. If not, that's fine. Wait, what? What, Jamie? Bum, 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 bum. So I'm looking for, so we have a deck, not super big. So, you know, just like something loungy, Sammy. But I don't know what would be comfy. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty picky about furniture. Like IKEA has great stuff, but their stuff is so short. And I'm not tall by any means, but all their furniture is very low to the ground. That is just not comfortable for me. I was just curious if anybody had anything and anything they could recommend. If not, it's okay.
She's not doing it.
Oh, okay. Da-da-da-da-dum. So yeah, I wasn't sure about the wicker, Sammy, because I'm like, is it sturdy? Is it going to hold up with weather, etc.? You know? Do, 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 do. Oh, cool, Faye. Sorry. Yeah, it's okay. I am like, I don't know what to talk about. Honestly, horrible, horrible host. I don't know how to talk about things. Chat's a little quiet today, and that's okay. We're, in summer officially, I guess, as far as because of the holiday weekend. So I understand not a lot of people are going to be here watching. But yeah, so I get it. I'm not the biggest chatty person either, so I don't always know what to chat about. So I rely on you guys. And it's a little different because we're just chilling and relaxing, and I'm not asking everybody for yarn colors or stitches. So, Da-da-da-da-dum. Hey, send over a picture, Faye, whenever you can. I'm interested to see them. So, are they made from silver, Faye, or what are they made from? Or are they just silver color? I know you're not chatting. I'm sorry. Shouldn't ask you questions because you're trying to clean that. Duh. I know. It's that time of day. We're getting into the making of the dinner time. And of course, it's also the weekend. It's okay. I get it. But you're just relaxing. Seriously, though, I want to find some non-copyrighted, upbeat jam session music to play with you guys because, this is cool, but it gets to a point where I gets a little tired, like sleepy. I'm like, no, I need some more energy in here. Salad and rotisserie chicken. So you know what, Sammy? I took rotisserie chicken and made it into salad yesterday. I have it was Pampered Chef, a recipe that I would do for Pampered Chef parties when I was actively selling. It was called 7-layer Southwestern salad. No, it's not the same thing as like the 7-layer salad where you layer up refried beans and lettuce and tomatoes and olives and sour cream and cheese. No, it's not like that. It is actually a favorite. So I always just use rotisserie chicken because it's easier. And then I don't have to cook the chicken. Da, da, da. And you eat it with Fritos or Doritos. Yeah, we were just talking about how I'm not a big fan of these heavy flavors and Mexican flavors, but you know what? There's a lot of lettuce in here and bell peppers and black beans. And it just makes it better. I don't know. If you want, I can put the recipe in the community page. It makes a bunch. So like I love it because then I can like munch on it for days. And I don't feel bad about eating a lot of it because it's salad. I mean, it's filling because it's vegetables. It's great. I have a Greek one too. I have to find that. I haven't made that one in forever because nobody in the house. Everyone liked the Southwestern one better. The Greek one has like feta cheese and olives and white beans. Hi. Are you dead?
What was the worst
Your
thing you
face
done?
is very warm.
It's really hot outside.
I
It's
know.
hot in the kitchen. It's crazy because there was like no food being cooked. Worst day for me to go in early to learn how to open because generally there was like 20 orders in the span of like 6 hours.
Oh,
5.5 hours.
So it was dead?
And then Brooklyn had a lacrosse game in Chicago and didn't tell anyone. And so I had to stay until she got here. Because I was like, well, Maddie's been learning grill, she'll be fine. Like, this is a good opportunity for her to grow.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know grill. I haven't taught grill. So I was like, quick rundown of like, so you'll be fine. Like the chance of you getting any orders are like slim to none. Especially grill, because everyone wants wings. All the bikers want wings.
Yeah.
No. Like 4 orders for grill came in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm sorry.
And Brooklyn was pissed when she came in. And I was like, bro, you're fucking late. Don't get pissed at me.
Check yourself, Carol. Check yourself.
Hey, question.
Hey, answer.
Hi, you. What? My body is so sore. Yeah.
Hang on. Hey, Jamie, you're fine. Ooh, Sammy, I get that.
I saw your seat. I'm so sorry. You can come over.
Jamie says hi, Sophie.
Hi. Question.
Answer.
We talked about Texas Roadhouse, right?
Correct.
Dylan is a dumbo.
Oh no.
Dylan, if you ever watch this, I'm calling you Big Fat Dumbo.
I'm gonna send it to him.
He didn't ask.
Ah.
And he was like, they didn't ask, but we are going to this festival thing. And I'm going to ask, but if you want to come, you totally can.
Okay.
And I'll be with his parents.
It's not like you have school.
True. I do have a flight, but my flight got pushed back an hour. So.
Okay, so at 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do have work tomorrow. So.
Yes, you do. So are you still gonna be staying late to do work on your other stuff for your flight lessons since it got pushed back? Oliver?
Hey. Who said you could eat the plastic? Back up. Back up.
He's been good, and then like someone comes in here and he's like, "Oh, let me check on the plastic." So what is this festival? I'm curious.
I don't remember. I need him to check me. I was working.
No, I get it.
Um,
Sammy says it sounds like you're super busy, Sophie.
Dude, I am. Dude, I do.
Sammy's the messenger text. In case you're wondering.
Oh, so all my friends are not okay. Yeah, you could be like an old man that my mother is texting, thinking that you're friends, and you really think she's a perv. What happened to don't make online friends? What happened to that? You know what? And don't tell me we called. It could be AI, okay? AI's getting a little serious now. Anyway, can you stop?
Oliver, you're gonna get kicked out, bro.
Monk,
you're gonna be grounded.
Back up.
And Jamie, don't you even try to stick up for him.
Back up. I love my cat, but he's got some health issues.
In his orange brain. Yeah, Sammy, so she is actually working on her private pilot's license right now. So she's got lots going on.
Oh, and like my bi-weekly paycheck like has started like this is like this week is like my week. like as of last Monday, I've already clocked in 15 hours this week.
Nice.
Plus sleep. 5 plus the 5 more I'll do tomorrow, so that's 20.
Yeah.
Plus the 8 later, so that's 28 hours. I'm getting paid.
Sweet.
Not cute, they're cute.
Make you some summer cash.
Not cute, they're cute.
Very true, Sammy. Very
If you
true.
could be really, really busy, really, really slow tomorrow. Because Memorial Day,
Probably
I'm
gonna be
but
slow.
also, there are freaks who just want to be lazy on holidays, and I think they're absolutely insane.
That's funny.
Crazy. And I'm gonna go shower if I can unknot my hair.
Roger that.
I'm gonna curl it.
Hey, find out this festival thing. I'm interested.
Oh yeah. I'll,
Not just like
he goes- he's
to
like-
watch
he's like-
over,
he's
but
he's
like
country music there, so like I figured you'd like it.
he's so cute.
I was like, yeah. I was like, you know me so well. I can unknot my hair. I didn't brush it for work. Disaster of choice.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I haven't brushed it in the past 2 days.
Dude.
Actually, I curled it yesterday. I curled it yesterday. I haven't brushed it since before I curled it. Oh my gosh, though.
Please don't shed it all over my room. Where's he at?
Mom, we're gonna have a problem. Knock this crap off, or I'm gonna dye your color black. You're not allowed me orange anymore. Hi, cutie. He's following me. Every time
Hi,
I
buddy.
he starts following me.
Well, maybe he wants
Holy-
to snuggle.
Yeah, but I hold him and he hates me.
Well, holding him is different than him being
Oh, I like
pet
these
by you.
colors.
What colors?
This 6-pack right
Oh yeah, my hemp yarn.
here. I really like those colors.
Mm-hmm.
You should make something
Sure.
for me with those colors.
Yeah, I have a list of things to make for you.
Like what?
You keep telling me make me this something with these colors. So
Oh.
yeah, like the blues over there, and then that.
Not a scarf and not a hat.
I know.
I do not like said that.
I know.
Appreciate the love, but I think it'd be a waste. I
I
just want.
I agree.
Oh,
So we need to figure out what to make for your senior year blanket because the easiest thing is what I wanted to do.
airplane.
Blue. Okay, but we have to.
Break left.
Oh my god, y'all hear this? No, but we have to find a way to make it like. I like the idea of having special specific things
Oh,
for
that's a
each month and stuff like
Chunky,
that.
I love you, little chunky. Listen,
I know. That was the end of my statement.
Chunky. Oh, so cute.
I think he wants to just snuggle with somebody. Because, that's his way of getting people's attention is to go after the plastic.
He's so cute. Do you like that? Do you like that, cutie Crochet?
His happy feet are going.
No. He's too cute. Cute little hamster.
A hamster? Okay.
He's very cute.
Okay.
He's so cute.
He's so handsome.
He's getting tired of you.
You don't care. It's like, I'm not tired yet. Oh, everybody.
He hurt you. Your wrist is hurting.
It's like, that's your problem. Not mine.
You're so
She's scratching his back, guys, in case you're curious what's happening right now.
so cute.
And he is like happy feeding like crazy.
You're so cute. My sweet boy. There's nobody love you enough.
I have no idea where he slept last night because it wasn't with me.
I had my door closed because my flowers, and it's like, Pia's gonna want in here, and I'm gonna shut her out, and she's gonna hate me. So I opened my door.
Oh, okay. As long as they don't eat your flowers.
Okay, well, I would love to sit here and put my wrist by pulling you, but I need a shower. Oh,
Hey, what? Wait, what, Jamie? You?
Hey, I do.
What are you
Do what?
referring to, Jamie?
Scratch your cat's back. These are cute.
Aren't they? This is for Grammy's sweater that she asked me to make her jacket back in
Grammy?
October. Mm-hmm.
Back in October. Dude,
Kitty and Flowers gotta go.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
even know when Flower.
Faye says hi.
I don't even know when
Oh, I got you,
October
Jamie.
was.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you know what I found? Look in the bottom of that box.
The postal service one?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You don't need to be.
Ah! On the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
On the bottom of the box. The receipt?
No.
The jacket?
Yeah.
You found your jacket.
Yeah. I thought I threw it away.
You thought you threw it away.
I did because it's falling apart.
No, it's not.
Don't put it on your dirty fryer work sweaty self, please.
All mental. If you think it's falling apart, it's gonna fall apart. All about that mental fortitude, yo.
Okay.
Mental
Okay.
strength.
Okay. Good Lord.
Kitty. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Love you.
Doses, peeps. Doses, mom.
You cannot leave without saying goodbye.
I just did.
No, later.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. I'm a bit.
Good. Thanks. Love you.
Who do you think I am, Christopher?
Oh.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Oliver, my dude. I don't know why she says nobody loves Oliver. Like, whoa, hold on. I messed up. This is what happens when I don't count while I'm doing this, guys. Do you see? Mr. Tatum, hello. Welcome, sir. How are you? Hang on. Mr. Oliver is finding plastic. He's about to get kicked out. Hey, my dude, sir. Come here, buddy. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, I hear your motor. My baby. My baby. You know, he probably wants my chair. Here, you want to see his feet? Oliver feet. Oliver feet. Can you hear him purring? Boston. Okay. Hey. Here, he's happy feeding. I don't know if you guys can see it. Buddy, no, you can't get up there right now. Mr. Oliver. Yeah. Oh, somebody left her hairbrush in here. She'll be back. Hi, buddy. You touching the camera? Yeah. Okay, you can't come up here. No. You have to stay. Can you hear his purrs, Jamie? Okay, NBA player, regular guy. Nice to meet you, sir. What brought you over to my channel? I have too many stitches in here, friends. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. We're going to come back to this one later. That's what happens when I start chit-chatting and don't pay attention. Yeah, I'll do that later, Sammy. I'm not doing that right now. Oliver, do you want to leave, my dude? Why are you munching on everything? You're just trying to get me out of my chair.
Okay.
They can hear you motoring. Okay, I'll see you later, buddy. Yeah. Oh, your cousin broke up with you? Okay. Well, thanks for stopping in. I mean, we're just chilling. If you want to hang out and chit chat, you are more than welcome to. So that's two I have to fix. Oh well. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, my music got super quiet. Okay, so Mr. Tatum, you know what's funny? I worked with two people with the last name Tatum in Texas. Both teachers, father and daughter. So it's kind of funny. So for a second there, I was like, hey, is this? But no. Let me count these before I get started. Okay, this is the right amount. Goodness gracious. Do-do-do. Okie dokie. I was actually surprised, Jamie, that Oliver came up here and sat with me for as long as he did. But no, I could not let him walk all over my desk. So he does fight with me about my chair, though. I guarantee you he just wanted me to get up so he could sit in my chair. He totally does that. And there he is, back at the door. Nah, this is my seat right now. It will be occupied. Oh my gosh, are we already almost at 3 hours? There's no way. Oh yeah, the warm spots. So I may actually concede this chair because I might have to get a different kind of chair once I get my room put together. Because I don't think my countertops are going to be as tall as this desk. And I kind of want one of those, they call them ADHD chairs. Faye has one. Yeah, I've been kind of spying one of those. And I know that they're probably not as tall as this chair because this is like it's a lower bar chair. It's not like the really tall, like bar stool. Oliver knows where the love is. Oliver knows where the love is, JB. No, but last night was the first night that Oliver hadn't slept with me in a few days. And Oliver rarely sleeps with me. If he does sleep with me, he's like sleeping at my feet. But for 2 nights in a row, he literally slept right next to me, like in cuddle range, spooning the cat kind of cuddle range. Is that his fur? Oh my goodness. Mom, you're gonna get some cat hair. Anyway. So I thought it was kind of odd that he was sleeping with me all night long in that one spot. I'm not complaining. I just something was different. And then last night he didn't. So I don't know what changed. How long should we hang out, friends? I know we usually aim for 5 p.m., but I don't know. Don't worry, my phone is not gonna die. It's been plugged in for a while. Da-da-dum. So, question though, is anybody in here working on a project with me at the same time? Genuinely curious. Baby. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think you need like a baking soda shower after that fiasco. Nice. Nice, Sammy. Oh, I heard you, Oliver. 1 second, my dude. 1 second. Hi. Can you behave, please? He's so funny when he walks in here. He always comes in like, oh, he's on a mission. All right, I gotta check this spot. I gotta check that spot. I'm like, dude, it's the same. It hasn't changed the whole time. Oliver, buddy. Yes, sir. Hi. I hear you. Blissful Babs, hello, welcome. We're just hanging out. I'm working on this project I haven't worked on since October, November, I don't remember. And we're talking about my cat, who is actively searching for something in my room, probably just pretending so that he can kick me out of my chair. And I'm not ready to leave my chair. Well, hi, sir. He's sitting in the other chair across the desk from me now. Look at that. I have 3 completed out of 9. and I have to redo that one. Go figure. And I have to take this off of this one. That's right, Sammy. 3 more. I know. I know. Ooh, do you think I will make it all? I don't think I'm going to make it all the way around with this. Shoot. 1 second. Let's get a new one. What is that yarn? I don't know what that yarn is. I don't feel like playing yarn chicken right now, guys. No, I do not. Nope, 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 nope. Hi, buddy. He's watching. He's giving me the eyes from across the desk. Hi, buddy. You know, I really do like this yarn. It is super, super soft and comfy. I just wish there were more color options. I mean, I really think I have all the colors. I mean, I think there might be black. I don't know. Mashed potato cinnamon. You know what, Jamie? But okay, like how's that? How would that be different from potato bread? Think about that. It gives you, like, the potato gives you more moisture. It's not going to taste like mashed potatoes. And it gives you more nutrition than yeasted wheat bread, wheat flour. You know? I don't know. What are you doing, my dude? You gonna lay down? So he comes in here to be obviously with me, and he likes the space, but it's colder in this room. Okay, so Jamie, how did he make potato pancakes? Like with mashed potatoes? Because I make potato pancakes with shredded potatoes. I shred them. And I love potato pancakes. You've never heard of potato bread? What? Okay. Next time you go to the grocery store, walk down the bread aisle. There should at least be 1 loaf of potato bread, I would think. Maybe? So did she try the potato hot dog ones? I'm curious if she tried them and how she liked them compared to brioche. I love brioche. Okay, so Jamie, potato pancakes, were they like smooth and, like, I guess you could say soft and creamy with, you know, a crispy outside? Because that would be like mashed potatoes. I mean, blissful, you're right. It's not the same, but I think you still have the density in it though. I think potato bread is more dense, like a brioche would be. But yeah. So Faye, I have been I've had my eye on one of those chairs for a long time. I just haven't had a space to use it. Oh, that sounds disgusting, Jamie. Smothered in maple syrup? Absolutely not. No, 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 no. Potato pancakes are a savory. Ew. Okay, I can see why you don't like it. And yes, those are made with mashed potatoes. But no, 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 no. Potato pancakes are a savory. Some people do eat them with like applesauce. No, no, no. I eat them with applesauce. Don't judge. It's good. But some people eat them with sour cream. But I don't do mashed potatoes. I do. We've had this conversation on here before. Hold on a second. I do them with shredded potatoes. You could say they're like hash browns, the way I make them. And then I make homemade applesauce, cinnamon applesauce. Of course, we eat them with pork roast because it's, you know, a German thing. Pork and apples. Oh, yeah. I know that we've had this probably back in January. I think Beth was in on it too. She was having this conversation with us. Yeah. So potato pancakes, friend. Just, do you have a food processor or a cheese grater, whatever? Grate some potatoes, some russet potatoes, mix it. Gosh, how many? I don't know. It depends how many you want to make. Maybe 4 or 5 potatoes ish. And then I have to use gluten-free flour now. So I use gluten-free flour, probably like half a cup of gluten-free flour or flour, whatever you can use. Salt, of course. And then an egg. Okay. Mix all that up. And then in your pan, you're going to have some oil. And then you're just going to fry them up. They're going to cook. And I like to, you have to do them in batches because there's so much. And I just keep them warming in the oven while I'm making them, sprinkle salt on them because potatoes have to be salty. I'm sorry, potatoes have to have salt. And then they're there and they're so good. Applesauce, I just take apples, cut them into chunks, put them in a pan, in a like a little saucepan. I peel them, of course. Hang on a second. There's more hair in this. Again. And I literally just put them, don't put the cinnamon yet, just apples, okay? Chunked up in the saucepan with the lid on low for hours. I mean it, hours. I check on them maybe once every 30 minutes, maybe once an hour, and they'll get like poofy, like steamed, and then I mush them down and then add the cinnamon and just let them slow cook for hours on super low, because then they're going to get that caramelized sweetness and you don't have to add any sugar. You don't. It's perfect. Yeah, my mama taught me how to do that. So good. So good. Yeah, I do think we talked about this in January because I remember having this conversation and I shared pictures of my New Year's dinner in the group chat. I remember this. And I remember you guys like, ew, no, potato pancakes are nasty. I mean, everything is gross if it's not made right. Just saying. I cannot imagine potato pancakes with maple syrup, though. I'm sorry, I cannot. That's way too literal. That's not the kind of pancakes they are. No. Guess what? There's no garlic, Jamie, in any of that. That was for you, honey. That was for you. Hang on, I'm getting messages. It's so interesting, though. I guess it's... I know you love garlic, Jamie. I know you love garlic. But, so, yeah. I'm curious if that maple syrup... but that maple syrup is not a German thing. Because maple syrup isn't really a German thing. That was an Americanized thing. That was a... what's the word I'm looking for? Northern American edition, I think, honestly. You know, that was a blending of culture right there. So some people eat their potato pancakes with sour cream. Yes. My middle child eats my potato pancakes like hash browns, and he puts ketchup on them. I'm like, dude, that's not what this dinner meal is. But okay, you know what? Whatever. You're eating them, right? So is he from where you are right now? Is his, like, I'm curious ancestry, how long his ancestry has been where you are right now, Jamie? Or did they move over from like the Northeast, where maple syrup is from, generally speaking? Or did the Canadian influence just come down from the border with that maple syrup? Ew. Oh, so he's okay. So did his parents come over as adults or as kids? I'm so sorry. I'm being really nosy. I love genealogy, though, and I love history, so it's kind of exciting. I'm not asking for sensitive information. Okay, hold on. I'm going to scroll up just real quick. All right, Faye, no worries. I'll probably be getting off here soon. This is usually about the time we kind of all reach our timeline limits because we have stuff. But thanks for coming over and hanging out. Wait, where am I at? That's so sad. That's so sad, Jamie. Right one. Oh, I see what you're saying, Jamie. Got it. Not that actually makes a difference. I don't know why I said it like that. Weirdo. I don't know. Maybe I was just like trying to make a timeline in my head. It's like, for some reason, I thought you were talking about your grandpa. And I was like, no, she said her dad. And I was like, wait a minute. Because I was kind of connecting it because my grandfather, like his parents came over and he was born over here. So he was like first generation American. So I think my brain was trying to like connect the dots there, but then they weren't connecting. So yeah, that is what matters. He stepped up and he had an impact on your life that apparently was a positive one. So yay for that man. Oh, this yarn just split. Darn it. Okay. All right. So should we hang out and do these last two, or should we say peace out now? What do you think? I'm good either way. Let me stop putting needles in my mouth. Finish. Okay. Got it. I will fix these two later afterwards because, yep. Okay, but it's not your own. Okay, I got you. I got you, Jamie. Okay. Enjoy your shower. Enjoy your dinner, Jamie. And we will chat later, my friend. I will finish these two. Hopefully we have enough we can chat about. Otherwise, we're all just going to be sitting in silence. I don't know if y'all are game for that. But hey, Bliss over here voted for us to hang out and finish these two. So we're going to do that. Forgot Oliver was still in here. He's sleeping again, my buddy. Da, 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 da. Bye, Jamie. You had your nap after work? Heck yeah. Did you see that? I paused. I totally forgot what I was doing for a second. That's it happens. It happens to all of us. It's like I was just doing this. How did I forget? What? Like, no, that's not what's happening. What are we doing? This one? Yes, it is. Oh, you didn't see all of the squares, did you? So I'm using all of the same colors. I'm just putting them in different color order to make different, squares. So these are the 4 I have completed. And then this is going to be the 5th one. It's going to have the purple on the outside. So I realized, here's what happened. I realized here that these 2 are almost the same. The outside was going to be this cognac color. I was like, no. I gotta change it up. So that's what I'm doing here. So I will take that purple off. And then I have one more to do with different colors. So just thought you might want to see. Yeah. So this is for my mom, if I hadn't said that since you've been here. And her favorite color is green. And when she picked this out for me to make, she asked me to make it. It was October, so fall colors. So she was like, "Oh, fall colors." I'm like, "But do you want it to be something you can wear year round?" And of course, unfortunately, this yarn doesn't come in such a huge, vast array of colors. So I think there's 1 or 2 other colors that it comes in, and yeah, it wouldn't go with all these. And I needed I have 5 colors? I have 6 total colors. The other color is a darker green. It's called basil. And that's the color I'm going to use to put it together, all the squares together. But, so yeah, we added this in to make it less autumnal. Although that is kind of an autumn color. But we decided that it needs to be something that she could wear year round and not feel it's only a seasonal item. And that's why I also chose the bamboo cotton blend yarn rather than an acrylic. So, yeah. That's the problem with shopping in the stores, is that you cannot, it's all acrylic and it's all worsted weight, or now a chunky weight. But most of the colors are all color contrast, at least in this country, are worsted weight. And I'm like, no, don't want worsted weight. Worsted weight's heavier. And then everything's acrylic. I don't hate acrylic, but there's times where I don't want to use acrylic. And when you want, where am I going with this? I don't know. I think I just lost my train of thought. Surprise! I cannot believe I did not focus enough and pay attention to how many stitches I did. I think that's the only one that I didn't count as I was going along. guess I just trusted the process too much in that moment. I like acrylic too. I do. I just, in this case, I wanted more of a natural fiber. That's where I was going with it. Okay. So to get anything that's not worsted weight in stores, like there's no color selection. And then on top of that, also natural fibers, there's no color selection. So it's so frustrating for me. So I have to order them on the internet from, other countries, unfortunately. Oh, thread. See, I haven't made, get that out now. I have not made like a wearable or anything with anything smaller than a DK weight, a weight 3. I do have some gifted to me fingering weights over in my cabinet, but not enough to, like make something with. So I don't know. I personally do not like to work, and neither does my wrist, actually, anymore. Work with the bulkier yarns so much. My wrist does not like it. There's just too much movement, I guess, that I have to do now since I've injured myself. So it's like, no, you're done. So that's where we are. And also, the bulkiers just feel cumbersome wearing personally. So I don't like that feeling. Okay, last one. Da-da-da. Should I count how many are on here? Make sure we're good. Yep, we're good. It was just that one. Thank goodness it was just that one. I am. Thank you so much. I have. This started back in the beginning of February. So frustrating. So it's been a process. And then I realized that my wrist doesn't like the bulkier yarns when I started working on something when I thought I was doing pretty good. And it aggravated my wrist again. I was like, man, thought I was getting better. Now I wear my copper bracelet, which is actually making a huge difference. Okay, so here's our last square. Oh, we have 11 people. Hello, everybody. We're just chilling and hanging out. I don't know how long you've been, but we are just making some squares. Hi. Figure out where you're going. I'm about to finish here. Okay. I'm about to finish up here. Well, that's nice.
What?
Okay.
It's gonna wear shorts because it's outside, but then he told me that, but I want to bring it cold.
Oh, the temperature drop.
I'm going to wear jeans instead.
But okie dokie.
Hi, Mom.
Hold on. She's going to hang out.
Yes, it's you.
Sorry, that was really hard. I'm so sorry I didn't mean to hit you that hard. I'm so sorry. I can cycle that hard. I'm sorry. It was an accident. Okay.
I was extremely late.
Okay.
Love
you.
Love you. Have fun. Keep me posted. Ooh, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll be done in that. Oh, we can talk. Oh yeah. Okay, let me catch up. So sorry. Oh, cake decorator. Okay. Yeah, I get the wearing braid hand. Yeah. So yeah, I think you saying slowing down with your crochet on those days. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's where we've reached, at least me, reached that stage in life, right? Where you have to realize that you have to adjust. Gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Boy, oh well. Okay, so I guess I'm almost done. I'm halfway around. So we're going to go ahead and end this when I get done. But I do want to say next week is, for those who were not here earlier, next week, Sunday, is the blue moon. It's the second full moon this month in May. So I'm going to do a blue moon granny square with you guys. I think that'll be fun for the full moon. Same time, 2 p.m. It'll probably go quick, but then I'll probably end up, I don't know, I might pull this back out and work on this again. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Or I might do something impromptu like I did a few weeks back when I made. I think that was in April. I don't remember. But yeah, just want to let you guys know what's coming up. I don't have another community project yet to do. Technically, we haven't finished the kaleidoscope blanket. I'm going to finish putting it together. I'm just, like I was saying earlier, my time is being used a lot with making this blanket for my niece. She is due in 2.5 weeks? So I don't want to be late, you know? I'm about halfway finished with it, and it is taking forever. So yeah, that's where we stand right now, my friends. Thank you for subscribing, Bliss. I appreciate that. Yeah. You know, I'm pretty random with my stuff. Some weeks I have more uploaded than others. Last week was a pretty quiet week, fortunately. So, and sometimes I do some fun stuff. We shall see what happens. But yeah, I'm glad you guys hung out today, and thank you so much for doing so. I hope that it was enjoyable, even though there wasn't a lot going on, just watching me make these lovely squares. So yeah, there we go. There are 7, and now I need to fix those 2. And then those will be done almost. So yay. I know. I have one more round to do. I'm telling you, it feels like it takes forever sometimes. But that's okay. So thanks, guys. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. And we will see you next week. If you guys want to chat, go ahead and leave me a message in the community page, or you can send me messages on like Instagram or Facebook. I have all that in the description box below. I love chatting. It's fun. I mean, it could be about whatever you like, crochet related or anything. So thanks again for hanging out, and we will see you next week, I hope. Have a wonderful week ahead, guys. I'll see you later.